Augusta National and the Masters tournament is the place you want to be and the tournament you want to win. And so, having my first experience there is going to be amazing, and hopefully it's a great one.
You said you wanted to stay with the PGA Tour because you still had records to break. What do you still need to accomplish in your career?
Well, a lot. There's a lot to accomplish. I'd love to hopefully win all the majors eventually and get to world number one. And then just keep racking up wins would be ideally. So, I just didn't feel right at the time going that route. And so I'm glad I stayed, and I'm hoping that I can accomplish a lot of the goals that I've had since I was a young boy.
Indeed. Well, speaking of major milestones in your pro golf career, you're set to make your debut at the Masters. Tell me what playing at Augusta National means to you.
That's kind of the thing. I mean, that's growing up. That's it's so iconic. Augusta National and the Masters tournament is the place you want to be and the tournament you want to win. And so, having my first experience there is going to be amazing, and hopefully it's a great one. And hopefully I bring my game that week, and hopefully I have a chance to win on Sunday. So it's honestly a dream come true.
Now, have you studied Tiger's approach to Augusta at all? No one is better on that course than he is.
Yeah, I know almost all the shots Tiger's hit in his career. I've watched him play at that tournament since I was a little boy. So I haven't necessarily consulted with him or asked him questions, but assuming he plays this year, I might try to get into his ear a little bit and see what advice he has. But as of right now, I just have anything that I've watched as a kid.
Now, you recently supported Rory McIlroy's proposal to make the PGA Tour more cutthroat. However, fewer players make the cut and a regulation system put in place. Do you think these changes will get more golf fans to focus on PGA?
Yeah, I mean, I think more fans are focused on the PGA already. I just think I'm in the proponent of I want what's best for the game of golf. And if it's 100 guys you have cards, or if it's 200 guys, whatever is the best for the game of golf, and ultimately hoping that all the fans want to consume the PGA Tour and what we have to offer. So I just, I said in that interview about Rory, it's out of my pay grade. I'm not the one making those decisions, and I don't know all the logistics, but it seemed to make sense to me if that was the case.
Indeed. Now, you talked about wanting to make sure that the sport does everything it needs to grow. Are there any other things that you'd like to see across the PGA Tour to make it more competitive?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I'd like the schedule to be a little bit different, to where we play the most iconic, best golf courses at the best time of the year and space them out to where every month or every 3 weeks there's a big event where the best players play against each other, and then you throw in some of the majors in the mix and really make the FedEx Cup race super exciting. Those are kind of the things that I really would like to see as a player. And I think it'd be more exciting for the fans if they knew exactly what was going on. I think in the last couple of years, there's been some confusion and people don't really know what is going on. So ideally, I just want the tour to come up with a clear, concise plan. This is what we're doing, and go with it, and hope that it's the best thing for golf, and ultimately have the best players playing against each other on a regular basis, so that we put golf really on the map and people want to watch it.
The next Ryder Cup will be in 2025 in New York. You've automatically qualified for Team USA. How are you feeling about this event? And do you think American fans at the next Ryder Cup will remember any of that drama from 2023?
Yeah, I mean, playing my first Ryder Cup overseas was obviously a challenge, being, in a hostile environment where they're rooting against you, where you're used to people rooting for you. And so it was a great experience. And I'm really looking forward to New York, where now we have our fans on our side, and you have that just added, help from the crowd and extra motivation to really do well for your country and your team. So I'm really looking forward to it. And New York in the past has traditionally been pretty crazy. So I'm excited to see it and experience it.
All right, before I let you go, we got to talk about football and how you're supporting your high school classmate, Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs, period, probably the best right now. Do you think we'll see CMC back in the Super Bowl this coming season?
Well, I appreciate you saying one of the best. Sometimes people, he gets hated on sometimes, or at least not getting the credit that I think he deserves. And this year, he really showed how good he is. So, yeah, with that said, I mean, their team's unbelievable. Assuming they don't lose too many of those key players, I could see them back in the Super Bowl again. I don't know how you could count them out. They have one of the best offenses, and they've had a great defense in the previous years. So I wouldn't count him out. And knowing Christian, he loves to win and he's super competitive. He's going to do everything he can to get right back there.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.